4 cabinets labeled. We have a total of 6 of these water coolers. And it would be a great day if you came for a home game and they were actually over here on the home side. Chances are you're going to come over here and they're all going to be on the visitor side. Hence the need to start early, because you never know. We try to have things in place, but depending on where the game was and how everybody's week was before, you never know what you're going to find. So we own 6 of these, so hopefully at least 2 of them will be here. We used to use all 6, but now we only need 2. So you'll get these water coolers. They should be stored with the lid off and clean from before, but just give them a quick check just in case, and I'll show y'all where the water hose is if they need to be rinsed. So the 2 water coolers, the 2 white coolers, ice those down. We also have 8 black soda crates. They're probably on the other side as well, but we'll show you when we go over there. And we need all those 8 crates, because once we take them to the stands, I'll show you how to set up. So that's all we do in here. So down here in these bushes is the spigot for the water hose. This is where we're going to need our filter, because sometimes it's yellow. Yeah, okay, here we go, right up here. So, yeah, so we've got a retractable hose. We've got the filter that's on it. We're going to come over here and we're going to fill up these 2 blue water coolers, take them over here to where the band sits. And now that we don't have to have them all placed throughout the stadium, it used to be we had to do 3 on this side and 3 on that side, but we'll just keep them right up here. We'll keep 1 on this side and 1 on the other. During the game, especially the beginning, right when they get to the stands, make sure they're drinking their water. This is a first for all of us with them having their jugs. We also want to make sure that it's water in there and not anything else. You know, you never know, so we'll check that out. If they're not drinking it, our job is to say, hey, let me see you drink some water. It used to be very important for us to walk through while we fill it and just kind of make eye contact with a lot of the kids, especially these beginning games. They get really, really hot. And like you said, if you see those signs of overheating, we've got cold packs that we'll have with us. Depending on what they're wearing, they'll probably start the first games. If they've got their bibbers on and they're too hot, just get them to get as cool as possible. But again, that's our main job once they come in. So we'll set up those water coolers, the crates that I was telling you about for the sodas, and the 2 white soda coolers will just be lined up along this fence. That's where the tubas are, but there'll be room for us to stand back here. So when we're chaperoning, whatever section you sign up for, you're just gonna stand near that section. It doesn't matter which side you're on, as long as between all 14 of us, there's, you know, about 7 on one side and 7 on the other. You might have a side, I like that side, she likes this side. It really doesn't matter as long as it's balanced out. There are gonna be games where we are short, so you may be assigned to 2 sections. You can help any student that needs help, but basically your eyes are just on them. We're watching for signs of illness, dehydration, things like that, but also behavior. The section leaders are the ones with the silver bands on. If you see something that you don't think is appropriate, just say, hey, you know, I noticed this. They're trained in this. They'll keep an eye on it. So if it ever goes beyond that, that's when you can get the directors. They're always down on the track. So basically during the games, like you said, we want to make sure, I don't think you can see the dots anymore, but there will be dots where they're supposed to be standing, not sitting. If they're ever sitting, there needs to be a reason why. We need to know that reason. Otherwise, they're supposed to stand unless there's like an injury on the field and everybody has to sit down. So again, we're positioned on both sides. If you need to do walkthrough, watch out for instruments when they're playing. You always know when the drum majors are set like this that they're getting ready to play if you can't hear the directors, because there's nothing like being knocked out by a trombone slide when you're walking through and checking on students. That part's going to be a minimum now that we're not filling up the water cups. We're hoping that it's going to make our job so much easier than in the past. The band trailers are going to be down here on the track. The drum major ladders, they usually get them out. Sometimes if we're not busy and they need help, we'll go over and help them. But the drum majors usually bring their ladders up, and they are already set up on the track to start the game. We'll be getting out the cushions that the kids sit on and the guard pom-poms. They're tubs. Again, it's not here now, but that's where it will be. So whoever's going to be in charge of that is going to keep it down at the bottom of the stadium. Once we set up, that's really all we have to set up. It's going to be super simple. We will need 2 people to stay in the bleachers, and I'll make sure it's not the same 2 people. Sometimes people need a break and they want to sit down, but we want to monitor our things that we just set up, as well as make sure people don't come and try to sit in the band section. So once that's done and all that setup is there, hopefully everything's going to be here on this side, but if it's not, then we'll walk around to the other side and get what we need from over there.